Hoochie, mate. How hot is it? I'm sweating like a bootneck in a spelling test, mate.
The great British summer seems to have arrived. The sun is shining and it is glorious, which also means that anybody I meet, if they find out that I live in a boat, they ask the following question: does it get hot in a boat? And the short answer is obviously yes, it's a metal container basking in the sun. Now, this isn't an issue for me because I actually enjoy being in the heat and I operate fairly well in the heat. But for poor old Hoochie baby, who's wearing a fur coat like all the time, he struggles a little bit. So it is my aim in this video to give you a few tips on how to keep yourself and any fur babies you might have cool during the summer if you are living in a boat. And if you remember one thing from this video, it's never too hot for coffee.
Right, let's start with the most obvious. Shade. Seek it, find it, use it. Whether you are using a bridge, technically you're not supposed to moor under bridges, but you know what, if it's a proper heat wave, big old trees, whatever you can find. Get in the shade, it will make the world of difference. And the next thing you want to do, open the front door, open the back door, the hatches, whatever you've got, get them open, get that airflow kind of moving through the boat. What else, Hoochie? Some boats have even got like those little side hatches. I haven't got one. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. I wish I had one, but hey, whatever. Life goes on. Doors and hatches, get them open, embrace the breeze. You're welcome.
Hey, kid. Another way that I try and keep the heat at bay is through good old-fashioned reflective window shields, or whatever they're called. Now, I think they're good bits of kit. I think they make a real difference. I only tend to use these when I'm leaving the boat and I'm leaving Hoochie on his own for a little bit, and I'll show you why in a second. But as far as I'm concerned, good bits of kit. I'll put the link on the shop I got them from. Now, you can get boat-specific ones, and I think they were coming in at like 23, 25 quid, and they would have covered the window perfectly. But then on their website, they had like a surplus/seconds little page, and I picked these up for like 3 quid each. So save myself a bit of money. Yes, it doesn't fit the window perfectly, but you know what? I still think it does a really good job. Now, you're thinking to yourself, why would you only use these when you're leaving the boat? And this is why. And I can't take credit for this. The guy which basically fitted the boat out had the foresight to do this. When I'm on the boat, all I do is I simply, wow. It's the little things in life that make you happy. Remove the window, and then I can put that somewhere safe. We'll put it down there for now. Remove the window, and in that way we're getting a nice little breeze. I can still put my curtain back up to give myself a little bit of privacy, but it still lets the wind come in, and you know what? That makes a huge difference to how hot the boat gets. So appreciate that not all boats have got this capability, but if you're going to be buying a boat or you're changing the windows out on your boat, then dare I say it, this might be a good option. Just saying. Another way you can try keep the boat as cool as possible is by using fans. I don't know why I said it like that. I've got a Dyson bladeless fan. I like that because there's no injuries waiting to happen. This one is it's 8 years old. It's been on house life, it's been on van life, and now it's doing boat life. So it's pretty kind of, robust. It does a good job of circulating the air around, which helps keep the boat cool. The only downside to it, and I'm being real moany here, it's not the end of the world, is that it's quite loud. So I'll chuck it on. That's level 10, the highest level it goes up to. Sounds like a bit like a jet engine's about to take off. It's not really an issue during the day, but at night, yeah. But like I said, it does a really good job. The other thing I've got is, now I bought this more so for winter to combat condensation in the boat, is the good old dehumidifier. Oh, there you go, there you go. Crikey, I need to go to the gym more. Good bits of kit. I've not actually used it during the summer, but I read online that because its job is to take the moisture out of the air, it will make the room feel cooler. So I don't think it's got hot enough to the point to have that on as well. The fan does a good job, windows out, happy days. But it's there if I need it. Just something to consider. A little something for your furry companion, and I am talking about a cold mat. There's not really much to say. It's a mat that is cold and will help bring the temperature down of your dog, cat, even you if you want to kind of like, you know, kick your dog off and be like, I need this more than you do. So yeah, comes in different shapes and sizes. They're pretty cheap. Get one, get two if you want. Get more if you're feeling really extravagant. But yeah, good bits of kit. Highly suggested. Or even recommended.
And that is pretty much it. If I were to give you a couple of Brucey bonus tips, one being mega obvious and one being maybe not so obvious, it would be cold showers. For you and your dog. It helps, it really helps. Some people sometimes say go swimming in a canal. I would say depending on which part of the canal you are on, but I've seen some honking things in the water and I wouldn't go for a swim in the canal, and that says a lot. Anyway, the other tip I would say, which is actually quite difficult to do, would be don't complain. Like, don't complain that it's hot. In the UK, we have long, crappy winters, and when the sun gets here and it's a bit hot, we tend to complain. Embrace the sunshine, make the most of it, because before you know it, it's going to be December, January, February. We're all going to be threaders that winter's here, it's cold, dark and miserable, and we'll be craving some sunshine. So just, you know, don't complain. But anyway, appreciate you watching, appreciate you, and...
Laters.